Christmas Day, 1929, rural Stokes County, North Carolina. A tobacco farmer takes his family for a portrait 10 days before Christmas. Everybody gets new clothes, nobody smiles. The photographer captures 8 people, mother, father, and 6 children. Within 2 weeks, 7 of them will be dead. Tonight, we're investigating the Lawson Family Christmas Massacre, a case where documented horror meets unexplained mystery, where a family portrait became a death prophecy, and where the ghosts refuse to rest.
Welcome, stranger.
Secret society.
Strangers. Society.
Welcome to the secret society.
Strangers?
Welcome back to the Secret Society of Strangers podcast, where we explore history's strangest events, from murders and disappearances that leave witnesses and officials baffled, to the ancient occult practices and the often misunderstood beliefs, rituals, and people behind them. I'm Lee. That's Josh. That's Jen. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Good.
All smiles? Everyone's smiling?
Yes.
All right.
Now,
if you don't
yes.
smile
Yeah.
now, it might mean bad things later.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Okay. All right. Pin them up. I don't want to see any frowns.
I love all of our Christmas attire.
Oh, yes.
Yes. See, we're trying
Yeah.
to brighten the mood
Spirit.
because the next thing I'm going to say is huge content warning.
Very huge.
This episode dives into murder, abuse, children murder. That's the big flashing red one. I will bring this up again before we get into like the actual descriptions in case you want to just skip that part. But you've been warned. I said the thing. There we go. All right. Everyone cool on board? Great.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
100%. Yeah.
Awesome. If you're new here, make sure you follow us and give us a 5-star rating. And if you're on YouTube, click subscribe, ding, ding, notification button, comment, like, all the things. You guys ready for the Lawson Massacre?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I have to say it smiling, sorry.
It's even worse when you say it's
Yeah.
It's so much worse, right?
All right, so let's get into it. So the Lawson Family Christmas Massacre, it's definitely one of those cases that defies any easy explanation, right? So on December 25th, 1929, Charlie Lawson killed his wife, Fanny, and 6 of their 7 children. He spared only his oldest son, Arthur, and the case has everything: family annihilation on Christmas Day, a mysterious portrait session just days before, and paranormal goings on later on down the road. So it's just got a lot of random stuff that's like our wheelhouse for sure.
Yeah, it's a persisting massacre.
Hmm.
It constantly just has that aching, like Christmas comes up and people talk about massacres. This is what happens.
Yeah.
What about the Lawson Massacre?
Do they?
It happens every Christmas. What
Christmas
do you mean?
makes
Every
everything
Christmas.
massacre.
Every Christmas, I sit at the dinner table and I say, guys, we have to pour one out for the Lawsons.
Be drunk. That's what
Yeah.
we are.
New tradition.
Unfortunately.
Pour one out for the
Smiling.
Lawsons.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, so there was incomplete suicide notes that promised answers but ultimately delivered none. But here's what makes this case truly haunting, right? So unlike most family murders driven by financial ruin or obvious mental illness, Charlie Lawson's motives remain genuinely unclear to this day. So like nobody knows why he just annihilated his family and did it on Christmas.
I have my suspicions.
I have
Oh,
to
same, for sure.
At
Uh,
least
At least 2 suspects.
2 theories.
Yeah, I got a few theories and like pretty trackable like behaviors and patterns.
Oh yeah, I bet you
Yeah.
all 3 of us have the same theory for one of
I'm
them.
sure. I'm sure. we do.
Probably.
He left cryptic messages. He arranged the bodies with disturbing care, like they were in like funeral pose with their arms like crossed over their chest and stuff like that. It was super weird. He paced for hours before ending his own life in the woods. And then there are the theories that emerged 60 years later, right? Claims of dark family secrets that would explain everything if they were true.
Mm.
Very dark.
There's some, and I don't know how much we're gonna get into some of like the later theories. There's a theory in like the books later on and stuff that I don't know how valid it is, but again, everything's on the table because there's no that the notes he left are like 5 words.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Absolutely useless. Yeah.
It's not as a big wrote out like suicide note. It's just
Mhm.
like half of a sentence and then that's it.
yeah, not much.
All right. So let's talk about a couple of days before Christmas, shall we? When everybody was alive. 10 days before Christmas, Charlie Lawson did something completely out of character for him. He loaded the entire family into the wagon, traveled to Winston-Salem, and that was like a significant distance for rural farming people at the time. Like
Oh, yeah.
that was a trek. It's not like
Right.
jumping in the car and going 10 minutes down the road. He bought everybody expensive new clothes, which was super weird because like they were kind of like struggling rural farm family. And for a working class tobacco family, that was just like an extraordinary expenditure.
And it's also completely out of character.
Out of the exactly. Like there
Yeah.
was no event coming up. Nobody's getting married or like some reason that, you know, you need
It's
to
very
do
rare that the whole family would get brand new clothes on the same day. And
Right.
all go
Yeah.
take a portrait. And I will post this portrait online. If you look at this portrait, like you can tell these people haven't taken many pictures. It's either that or the other thing I was thinking that could possibly be, and someone who's smarter than me may be able to correct me down in the comments. It may be the exposure time on all these like old pictures that like they have to they just look plain and
Oh yeah,
blank
blank face. Yeah, I
because they're
think that's
sitting
like
there.
a
The
real
exposure
thing.
times are so long. How long are you supposed to smile for?
Oh, that would be terrifying.
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
that would suck a lot.
I know. I'm not sure. I was trying to think like how far would cameras have come, you know, from the Victorian, you know, that we're used to seeing where, yeah, the exposure times were so ridiculous,
Pulling everything out of the way.
you
So, I
know,
don't know.
but yeah, I don't
All the-
know, actually.
Light bulbs that they went through.
Kodak, chime in, tell us.
Right? Neither here nor there, honestly, because it's the last picture they ever take. They don't. It's not really a practice run. They'll never do it again. So it is.
Yeah,
what it is.
it is very like morbid looking for sure.
Yeah, and it's a weird setup. Like, do you want to talk about for a second how it's like the mom is in the back with the baby and like the kids are, and it's just a very odd setup. Like, there's no like size, like organization, like the guy. I don't know. It's a very. I don't know. I'll post it online.
Yeah, no, it's a very unnerving picture. But yeah, just like Lee was saying, the mom was holding the 4-month-old baby Mary Lou, and then surrounding them stood Mary, Arthur, Carrie, Mabel, James, and Raymond. And Charlie stood at the edge of the frame, like kind of like away from them a little bit.
Mm.
Yeah, nobody was smiling. Their expressions were unnervingly flat. Like even like for the time, like I feel like they could have had like slight expression, but it was just like blank face.
It's one of those things. Yeah, it's because we have the knowledge of. Is it because we have the knowledge of what happens after?
That's what
Probably.
Is
I've
it
always
just
assumed.
an eerie
'cause,
picture.
yeah.
It's a very odd picture, no matter what. But
Yeah, well, one historian, Arthur Trudy J. Smith, says it makes them all look dead-eyed and miserable.
Trudy ain't lying.
Trudy ain't lying.
I mean, I hated going shopping with my parents as a kid. Imagine like having to go that far, like horse and carriage, to buy like more uncomfortable, scratchy clothes. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy. And then sit and take pictures in them.
Yeah, nah.
And just a side note, the road to Winston-Salem still feels like a freaking wagon path to this
Oh,
day.
yeah. Yeah, I grew up around Winston-Salem.
That road is just like, it's like, yeah, like
To try
please
to
let
give
my
you
car
that
make.
authentic experience. That
And it's always under construction. I don't understand. Like for like decades. Seriously, no lie.
Mhm. Just forever cursed.
Anyway,
Damn you, Charlie Lawson!
it's all his fault.
It really is. So Trudy had another thought about this because he spent decades researching this case, and he thinks that the portrait reveals Charlie's true intentions. And this is what he says: I think he knew he wanted to preserve his family for history. He knew what he was doing, so it was like premeditated.
Mhm.
oh yeah. It made sense to him for sure.
Hmm. So those new clothes that they got, those would become burial garments in the end. The photograph would become iconic, described by some as a strong candidate for the scariest picture ever taken. Like,
See?
it should be in the Guinness World
Yeah,
Records
it's
book.
What is
creepy.
wrong with me that I was not creeped out by it?
It's unnerving for sure, but like,
You know what I think? And I think this is even, we do this in more modern day pictures, like especially AI lately. You like have to look at every single little detail isolated individually. When you look at that picture like that, you're like forced into their mind. You're like, what is that guy? What is that kid thinking about right now as they're taking the picture? Like, is he like, dad's being super weird? This is scary. Or like, what,
Right.
I don't know. It's
Or do
almost
you
like
think
there's
he's just
someone off camera, like holding a gun to them.
just stand still.
Yeah. I don't know. It is
I
really
just think
creepy.
all of them look creepy from like the dawn of photography through like then. It wasn't, I don't know. It just, they all seemed kind of just like
Oh yeah, just very angry about it and everything. It's so
emo,
weird.
you know, like they've been waiting at the DMV forever and they're like, don't
It
smile.
was like smiling was like
Yeah.
uncouth back then. Like you didn't do that. It wasn't like a thing.
Right.
That does
They did
remind me
like
though.
dental problems. Maybe that was it. I don't
That's
know.
true too. But there's also like the old school pictures they took. This is off topic. Old school pictures they took with like their loved ones that were dead already.
Oh yeah.
They would like
Oh,
either
yeah.
dig them up or have them like stand up out of the casket and take pictures
Yeah.
like that.
That's a bit much.
I'm gonna do an episode on like weird
Burial
burial
practices.
rituals. Because there's another
Yeah.
like, I don't know where, the South Pacific maybe, and they dig up their relatives and they like
Oh, yeah.
put cigarettes in their mouths and like take
Oh,
pictures with them and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
saw that. That's crazy.
All right, continue.
All right. So let's get into a little bit of family background here, kind of get to know the Lawsons for sure. So the Lawsons lived on a modest farm on Brook Cove Road near Germantown. And Charlie had worked for years as a sharecropper before finally purchasing his own land in 1927. A
Mm.
significant achievement for a man
Yeah.
from humble beginnings at the time. Like, he
Yeah.
came up.
Right. So he's a
Yeah.
hardworking guy. He's no nonsense.
No, for
Kinda
sure. I feel
what
like
that
you
tells
have
me.
to be a no nonsense hardworking person like back then, or you
Oh,
like
yeah.
you didn't survive.
Yep. Just take note of that though and put that in the back of your mind. later.
Yeah. So Fanny married Charlie 1911. They had 8 children, 1 son. William had died of illness in 1920 at the age of 6. And the Christmas Day victims would include Fanny and 6 surviving children, spanning nearly 2 decades.
Wow. Yeah.
So do you think like, you know, they're having so many kids because the survival rate's probably not high, there's no protection, like when only one dies, do you think they go, oh man, this is gonna be harder than we thought? We thought we'd lose at least 3. Like
You're just rolling the dice on which child survives.
well,
I
because
don't
you
think I
just,
want to know 1929 Lee.
but that's what, yeah, no, me,
I know.
929,
Scaring me
no.
a little bit.
A brutalist. Nope, you don't want to know me. Not at all. But yeah, they had a lot of kids. A lot of
Yeah,
mouths
but at
to
the same
feed.
time, like you had to have those large families because they all like worked the farm and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it helps, but
Like my
it's
mom, she
also
has
still,
like 5 siblings, and then my dad, he had 12 almost. Like
I
one
know, I have
died when
too
they
many
was young.
siblings, too.
Yeah.
That was kind of this era is getting towards the end of those large family, like really exceptionally large families like this, of course, coincides the same time that our farms start, you know,
Well, yeah, I
dying
mean,
out in ways of, yeah.
it's a little bumpy from like 1920 to
Mhm.
like the 50s.
It's just a terrible time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about some of the family members. Mary Lawson, she was 17. She was the eldest daughter, and she was reportedly baking a raisin Christmas cake, which sounds amazing,
Mhm.
while she was killed.
Nah, I'm good. keep
don't
the
like
raisins on my
raisins?
cake. Not on my goddamn cake.
Oh
What?
man, I love raisins. You
No,
don't like
raisins
oatmeal raisin
belong in
cookies?
chocolate or by themselves or in cereal.
It's a
With
strong stance. Wow.
Damn,
Yeah.
wow, okay.
Okay. That's
I-
fine.
It may have something to do with the half blackness. It just raisins don't belong in salads. People put like in like main in
No,
pasta
crazy.
salad. Like
See, I don't really
mayonnaise.
mess with mayonnaise though, so like I get
No, I don't
that.
mess with mayonnaise that much either.
Oh,
No.
No. Tuna fish and egg salad. That's it.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to dead people. So Mary would become the central part of the darkest theory about Charlie's motive.
Yes,
And
so
we'll get to
remember
that
her.
later. Yes. Remember Mary Lawson. Carrie Lawson, she was 12. She was killed at the tobacco barn with her sister, Mabel, while walking to visit some relatives.
Mm.
And then Lucinda Lawson was age 7. And a neighbor remembered her standing up in class saying, "My name is Mabel Lawson." So good for her.
Good classmate. That's the kind of classmate I want.
What if that's
But-
like on her tombstone? I'm
That was-
Mabel Lawson.
Very anticlimactic.
But let me
Just
tell you,
waiting.
Mabel's living the like true crime follower's life. Like she said, don't say that I lit up a room. Don't say that I made put a smile on everybody's face. Just say that I stood up and said, I'm Mabel. Like, keep it real simple. Don't lie about me.
Yeah.
Keep my name out your gut.
I'll say it. I'll stand up and say it. I am Mabel.
James Lawson, he was age 4. He attempted to hide in the house, but was found by Charlie. And Raymond Lawson, age 2, also tried to hide in the house and was killed alongside his brother. And this is the dark one. Mary Lou Lawson, 4 months old,
I don't
was
know
the
how you do
youngest
it.
victim, and she was bludgeoned rather than shot because she was crying.
That
That
Was there-
hurts.
shotgun blast going off everywhere. I guess she was crying.
Yeah, her poor little baby ears.
You know, that's what like always strikes me with these, then the old ones that we talk about, and then unfortunately we go through this still today all the time.
Unfortunately.
But especially these really large families like this, the number of times that you have they have the moment to be like, okay, this is too much,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like,
There's
and they're going to kill
no-
themselves anyway. He
Yeah,
could just stop
no
and then
turning
go
back.
do that, but it's just like, I don't know how you like chase your children, terrified
know.
children through the
I couldn't
house
even
and do
imagine
that. I don't know
No.
trying
how
to be in that
you-
mindset.
No, I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to talk a little bit later about like the family annihilator mindset and all that. And like, because this case, even too, there's some details that are like, what really? Like, that's kind of like not even like we're just talking about like the murders, like the decision making is so
Mhm.
eerie and weird.
Mhm.
Yeah, but on a lighter note, there was a sole survivor,
Mhm.
and that was Arthur Lawson. He was 16 years old. And this was definitely like deliberate for sure. So
Yeah.
Arthur was physically larger than his father and could have easily stopped him. And some people believe that Charlie wanted his family name to continue through his only surviving son. And then others also note that Arthur had kind of like started to like sleeping in his clothes to protect the family from his father. So like he could tell that his dad was like planning something, so he was already on alert.
Ah,
hmm But Charlie ends up sending him to like town to get like some stuff at the general store, and then just annihilates the family.
Going to get ammunition. So he sets this whole day up. He knows what he's doing. He's basically like, Arthur, go get ammunition. We're going to go hunt rabbits later. Come meet me back. And then and I think he got rid of his eldest son because he's the only one that could have physically even fought him. His son is bigger than him. If you look at the picture, like this son is a farm boy and dad's kind of scrawny.
Yeah.
So
See-
I kind of feel like it's like a busy task. So you don't interrupt my massacre.
My killing.
see, I kind of lean more towards like a family name kind of thing, because he could just kill him first. He could just get him outside and shoot him in the back of the head.
Yeah, I don't care how big you are. If I shoot you, you're gonna get fucked up.
So that's
I
what the
wonder-
only reason I've always thought, like, there had to be another reason, because I mean, yeah, you just are killing while he's sleeping.
Or it could be
Or-
both.
True,
He
too.
wanted like the family to continue, but he also didn't want to deal with his ginormo son. So he's like, "Hey, dude,
Yeah,
go get ammo."
right.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Either way, there's one survivor.
That's a silver lining to a terribly tragic story. So let's get into the massacre
Mm.
because it doesn't get any better. So the massacre unfolded with disturbing methodical precision, and it was a snowy Christmas afternoon, which is already super strange in North Carolina because it never snows unless you're up in the mountains. So, yeah, we already said that Arthur was sent to buy shotgun shells around 1 p.m., and then that's when Charlie just starts killing people. And his first victims were Carrie and Mabel. Charlie waited in ambush near the tobacco barn. His 2 daughters left to visit their aunt and uncle. When they came within range, he shot them with a 12-gauge shotgun. So, like, they were just walking along the path. He was hiding in the woods. Boom, shoots them both with a 12-gauge.
Ambushes them.
Yeah. And then not only does he shoot them, but he starts bludgeoning them to make sure that they were dead. Just starts beating them lifeless, even though they were already lifeless. Yeah, so he then dragged their bodies into the barn. Then he did something super strange. He placed rocks under their heads. And this was like the first indication of any like ritualistic care that would take care of each victim. Like I said, he's going to start like funeral arranging his family essentially. And then the second victim was his wife. He returned to the house, shot his wife, and she was just sitting on the porch, and he just blasted her right there on the porch. The third victim was Mary. Hearing the shot that killed their mom, Mary started screaming, which makes sense. Like, I would too if I saw my dad start shooting my family members and everything. Charlie entered the house, killed her in the kitchen, and her unfinished Christmas cake just sat on the counter, which was really sad.
Yeah.
The fourth and fifth victims were James and Raymond, the 2 youngest boys, and they tried hiding when they heard the gunshots initially, but Charlie found them and killed them both right where they hid.
Oh, that part's wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine like
too
cornering your own children
No.
and them looking up at. Oh, that just.
I
breaks my
can't.
heart.
No, and you can't imagine like what they're saying to him, like trying to reason with him,
God,
you know,
yeah.
calling out. I mean,
If
it's
he's
just-
even giving them the time.
well, I mean, as they're, yeah, true. I just, ugh.
No, it's like Jurassic Park when the raptors are coming across the thing in the kitchen and the kids are hiding there. Like, they're not saying anything. And then
no,
he probably just pops out and Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Yep. The sixth victim, the last one, was the baby, Mary Lou. He started crying because of all the commotion and shotgun and everything. So Charlie, he couldn't come to like shoot her, and people speculated that it was possible to like avoid damaging her face. So he just bludgeoned her to death, which is it's terrible. It's so sad.
It's
Yeah.
terribly sad. And it's really hard to try to put yourself in that situation and be like, this is why he spared this.
I
It could have
don't
been as
even wanna
simple
put
as like the
myself in
gun
that
jam.
situation.
And he was just like, I don't have time for this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's a
I know we still try to humanize people, like,
Yeah.
you know, when they do unhuman things.
Yeah. So then Charlie starts doing some super strange things. So I kept talking about like how we would arrange them in a funeral style. So after killing everybody inside the house, Charlie performed a super unsettling ritual type thing. He retrieved each victim's pillow and placed it underneath their heads. Then he folded their arms across their chests, closed their eyes, and the 5 bodies in the house were arranged in funeral pose on the living room floor. So just like lined up beside each other, like they would be like in caskets.
So this is something that is super common amongst like family annihilators. They have the mentality of the family annihilator is that it's usually based around their shame, the killer's shame or embarrassment or, you know, mental break. But a lot of the times they're killing their family out of care. In their twisted head is like,
Yeah, in their mind. Yeah.
I want to be with them in the afterlife, whatever that may be.
Mhm.
So like also like that like extra step of like care for the body and like that funeral pose is like showing that like it was a final like
Act of love
like,
that they could
love,
do, right.
exactly.
Yeah. Because they're
Yeah,
viewing themselves still as the protector of the family. They think they're protecting them by
Exactly, yeah.
doing this anyway. And then, yeah. in their mind.
Crazy.
Yeah. I couldn't. Yeah. It's just so hard to like try to even like get in that mindset because like I'll never understand it.
How far was the barn where he killed the first two girls from the house?
I couldn't imagine it
Do we
being
know?
terribly far. They don't say, but you know, typical like rural farm.
Yeah, I
would
was just
assume it's like
curious.
not like a mile away. It's probably like a couple hundred feet from the house.
So, are you asking because of the gunshots?
Yeah, I mean, not that it would be like terribly, for like his wife, to be sitting on the porch and hear two, gunshots, shotgun, blast go off.
From what I can understand at the time, hunting was a very popular thing to be doing on Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm.
So a
Okay.
lot of people suspect that like gunshots really weren't like a trigger that were setting people off right away. And like exactly like until he got to like the porch and the door, it wasn't unusual just to hear people like hunting rabbits outside their house and things like that.
Yeah.
So she probably wasn't even phased, even hearing the shot so close.
Yeah, like the shots at the barn, I really don't think would have alerted anybody to anything suspicious. But again, as he got towards the house and he shot someone on the porch,
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah,
that,
that's
the
like
report
right
of that
there.
shot is going to
And she
deafen
may
anyone in
have,
the house.
had time as he's like raises the shotgun to her. I imagine most people are going to say something, even brief,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
get something out.
Yup.
So after he killed everybody, Charlie pretty much just retreated into the woods behind the farm, and he brought 2 shotguns and 2 beagle dogs, Sam and Queen, with him, which I didn't even know about until I started doing the research. He stopped to wash his bloody hands at a creek, and then what followed suggests profound psychological disturbance for sure. Footprints in the snow revealed he had paced in circles around a single dogwood tree for several hours before finally, doing something. When neighbors and police gathered at the farmhouse after Claude Lawson, Charlie's nephew, discovered the bodies, no one knew where Charlie was. Then a gunshot echoed from the woods. A police officer ran toward the sound like anybody would probably. He found Charlie leaning against a tree, dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His 2 beagle dogs laid beside of him, and according to Claude's first-hand account, Charlie was shot through the heart, though some sources say he shot himself in the head. So he killed his family, then killed himself. Typical family annihilator behavior.
Yeah.
I think he probably shot himself in the head. I feel like
100%. I don't think he shot himself in the heart.
such a risky shot. Shoot yourself in the heart. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry.
Man, I can't believe he shot the beagles too. That's fucked up.
Yeah, don't
Oh, he
shoot
did shoot the beagles.
I'm assuming so, unless they were just
Oh.
like laying beside of him.
When you said that, my mind immediately went to, wow, I don't think I've ever seen beagles sit still.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like,
um,
oh man, please tell me you didn't shoot the beagles.
Nope. Jeremy's on the phone with John Wick right now.
Oh, fuck. Hell yeah. This is the
Gonna
kind of
figure
shit
this.
we need.
You don't fuck with dogs, first of all.
We will find you.
Yeah. We'll send John Wick after you.
Keanu Reeves, please.
I'm so
He would
impressed
do it.
because I've actually seen those movies. You should
Oh,
be
nice.
So
impressed
proud
too.
of you.
I know.
Yay.
In 2025, but I saw them.
Hey,
That's
it doesn't
fair.
matter when you saw it. It doesn't
It's a
matter.
masterpiece. Everybody should
I
see
like
it.
them.
Seen it.
It was good.
I seen it. So let's talk about some incomplete notes that other people have seen. So in Charlie's pockets, the investigators found 2 incomplete notes written on tobacco auction receipts. And this is what they said. Nobody to blame but, super incomplete thought. And then troubles can cause blank. Sounds like a terrible like
Dead people.
Jeopardy or
Troubles.
something like that.
Yeah, it's
Well, it's
It's
kind of
almost like-
weird to be so planned out
Yeah.
and
And
then,
then not have something
just-
written out.
crap to
Do you
bed
think it's
when
like
it came to the notes. It's like,
attempts to write and then like this sucks.
I mean,
Like,
it did.
And then he's
Yeah.
like, fuck, I didn't bring any other pieces of paper to the
Not
woods.
a
That
receipt,
could be,
not
yeah.
a
And I've
receipt.
already been out here, so I can't just look like an asshole and walk back to the house. Gotta commit to the bit.
Or he's walked around so much he like dropped his pencil
Oh fuck.
in the snow and he can't find it. It's like that simple.
That would suck so bad.
That'd be something I would
You
do.
go like I would just imagine, yeah, like Josh said, the psychological pressure and torture that he's under either way right now, whether he's in somewhat of a right mind and panicking because he knows what he did, or if he's just go cuckoo cocoa puffs, like he's
Yeah.
Oh, he's just
Because I'm
gone,
curious. I mean, what do you guys think why he didn't at least just like stay in the house with the rest of his family? Why does he remove himself, do you think?
I think he's ashamed. I think there's something bigger here that we don't know about. Either some kind of financial mess up that he knew was coming, or some debt that he knew was going to have to come paid, and like he was ashamed.
Yeah.
Like he worked so hard, was a sharecropper, finally bought a farm, like was doing well. His whole family probably was like, "Oh, our dad's such a hard worker. Everyone respects him." And then, find out,
Yeah.
oh, well, he's defaulted on every payment he's supposed to have in the last year. I don't know if there's any
Yeah.
truth to that, but
Oh, I was like, what? I've not heard
no,
that.
that's all. Like,
Okay.
conjecture. I'm just saying, like that's a lot of times the mentality
Right.
behind
Yeah.
why these people do this.
Yeah. And it was also a super depressing time to live. So
Yeah. So, yes, I'm definitely not disagreeing with you. The only thing that I have to think about is that, like, do they know that?
No, they
Like,
don't
it's the
know
best
that. They just
time that's
think that
been.
this is
Like
I'm so
every
glad
time
I was
like,
alive
it's-
now.
Yeah, it's just what it is, and it's hey.
Yeah.
We took a picture. We couldn't do that a couple years ago.
Hey man, you remember that time we all got new clothes?
Yep. Once
That one time.
Yeah.
9 days ago. It was great, right, guys?
You would catch me dead in this.
Yeah.
2 hours later.
Mm.
So, discovery of the Christmas Day aftermath. We talked a little bit about Claude Lawson. He was the one that found all the family's bodies. So Claude and his father had been hunting that day, which was super common that we talked about earlier. And they stopped to wish, the family Merry Christmas, as most people would, passing by if they were family and whatnot. And when nobody answered their knock, they entered. And they said, whenever I went in there, some of them were lying in the house dead. Blood was running every which way. And that's what Claude said in a 1991 interview, which is crazy. So that's like a year before I was born.
Have you seen those videos? Have you watched them?
No.
First of all, it's almost endearing how deep North Carolina southern they are.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. That
it's
crazy
almost
twang.
like babble. Like I don't know. I'm like maybe I understood 4 words. that he
So
said.
picture that mixed with straight pure Irish, because my grandma was Southern Dutch Irish. I could never
Smile and
understand a
nod.
word she said.
Yep, I heard it. He said everything. No, but they talk about it, and he's alive. It's weird to be like it was in the early 1900s,
Mhm.
but I mean that's around my grandma's time, and my grandma was around in the early 90s. So
That's crazy though.
we don't understand time. Every day
No.
I tell myself that. Every day I watch something else where I'm like, "Yep, we can't process any of this."
It's too big.
Yeah.
So what did Claude went on to say also, he said he killed them all in the house, but 2 girls. He shot them right there at the barn and then drugged them into the barn and put rocks under their heads. The news spread rapidly through the small community of the murders. The murders made the front page of the New York Times literally the next day. And in the Twin Cities Sentinel, they said, believed to have become suddenly insane, Charles Lawson, 42, who lived near Germantown in Stokes County, Christmas Day, killed his wife, Fanny, 38, and 6 of his 7 children, and then committed suicide.
Telegrams were hot that day.
Yo, it was
Yeah.
literally next day news from rural North Carolina.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Bad news travels fast in a small
Yeah.
town.
That's true. Oh, I mean, you got a few little days between Christmas and New Year's, and you had to fill it up with something, right? So now you got something to talk about. So
Mm-hmm. And so basically within hours, so we just talked about how it's being a small town and everything like that. So within hours, visitors began like flocking to the property because obviously this was big news and like everybody had heard about this at this point. So souvenir, and this is so sick and gross.
I know.
Literally like souvenir hunters, so like scalpers essentially, just so
I can't say I'd be
scavengers.
above this shit. I'm not lying. I can't say I would be above this.
Oh man.
Like if there was some crazy thing that went on, like here, like and especially if the cops are like, yeah, walk around the crime scene.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. I know. I think we all sit here and act like, oh, I would never. But
I would
again,
if it was something like, especially like the next day, New York knew about it. Like, it is big. This is like the Unabomber, like them giving me access to the Unabomber shack.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Don't touch anything. Yeah, right.
So you guys are going to tell me that you're going to come into this house and you're going to take bark from the dogwood tree where Charlie killed himself.
Raisins from the cake.
Raisins
No.
from the cake.
You're going to tell me that you're going to scoop up blood from the floor with coal shovels to take home with you.
That is not sanitary. It is 2025.
No. And do what with it? Like
you're also going to tell me that you're not going to take a jar of Fanny's blood and keep it for fucking generations.
I might do that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just concerned. Okay.
I'm very concerned about you, Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cult is the least of my concerns now. Actually,
I want to point out that like every one of you guys has a bunch of dead shit in your houses too. Like, it's just memorabilia. It's just like a.
I do not think this is helping your case, my dude.
When I'm sitting with my grandkids,
I'm like,
I could pull out my little vial of blood. Go. This was from a massacre.
Oh, so when Lee was talking about he's pouring one out for the Lawsons every Christmas, it's a jar of Lawson blood.
Oh yeah, yeah. Did we mention?
No, I can't waste it. Then I won't have anything to talk about. It's a conversation piece, man.
Oh, okay.
People don't understand me and my collected blood.
Yeah. Like I'm all about oddities and stuff like that, but I don't think I could just like run up to a crime scene and start scooping blood with a shovel.
Yeah, I know that one really.
Also, what did they do to get the blood from Fanny? Did they just like put the jar up by like her shotgun?
Gross.
Yeah,
I mean, it's probably all over the place. Again,
either way,
like it's gross that we're talking about picking up blood and we're joking, but in reality, like these people were shot with shotguns. There's body parts stuck to the wall. Like there's chunks of body everywhere. Like it's not hard to just put it in a jar and leave. I haven't done that before, I swear.
Yo, I'm getting an Airbnb when I come see you again in February.
Yeah.
It's okay,
you guys can continue to share rooms, okay? I'll be on my own. It's good.
Okay.
These now on the list. Our whole podcast on the list.
Great.
Hey, you guys wanted views, right? You wanted clicks. Here you go.
Okay. Anything else less disturbing than that, Josh?
Now we're just going to talk about the funeral.
Okay.
Oh, it's just getting more and more morbid. So the funeral took place on December 27th, and it was a private family graveyard near Germantown, and that was donated by the local Broder family. 7 caskets were transported from the TB Night Funeral Parlor in Madison, and 5 hearses lined up Murphy Street for the procession. And here's the thing. An estimated 5,000 people attended this funeral.
Oh, wow.
And that's crazy for a rural farming community.
Oh, God.
I'm just saying that kind of helps my argument of the frenzy of like, this was a big deal. Like, this
because nothing happened in Winston-Salem back in these days.
And I don't have a camera to take a picture. I'm on TikTok. So what do? Shovel blood. Your silence is deafening.
I think I would have just been maybe take the raisin from the cake.
I think that's where I started.
Oh, we're just thinking the cake for sure. I'm like, yes, raisins.
I'm just thinking that, little vial of blood, little Angelina Jolie, Billy Bob.
Mm-hmm.
It's normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, enough about me and my blood, guys. Jeez.
Now that we've made it weird.
Yeah. Say something, Josh. Anything.
So the Winston-Salem Journal reported Lee, stop taking blood from crime scenes.
Yeah.
But no,
they
for
don't
real.
know. They don't know.
No, they said it. They reported it. It's in a journal.
The reporters are like horrified. The city folk, they're like, what is going on?
This strange-eared time man came and just scooped up a bunch of blood like a feral raccoon.
That'd be great. That would be crazy great. That would be like, again, you're just adding to the story, I can tell. It's just a great, like, now I went back in time.
The lore just keeps piling.
Ooh, this is
Baby Lincoln somehow shows up.
Yeah.
I'm writing there's a book in here
Is
somewhere.
that how the voice went of baby?
Oh, you didn't need to be faster for that.
You got enough blood there, guy?
But this is really what the Winston-Salem Journal reported. From hillside and valley, from hamlet and city they gathered. For 3 miles along the road, cars were packed, while men and women, many with babies in their arms, made their way through the mud to the cemetery. So it was just, the town was packed.
Yeah.
People were climbing trees and fences for a better view. And then all the family members, including Charlie, were buried together in a single mass grave. And the baby, Mary Lou, was placed in Fanny's arms, and they shared a casket.
Yeah.
They were buried in the new clothes, like I said earlier. A little foreshadowing. And yeah, then the headstone's inscription read, because they just had one singular headstone. Not now, but in the coming years, it will be in a better land. We'll read the meaning of our tears, and then sometime we'll understand.
Still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's understood yet.
Yeah.
Nope.
So just imagine, we now have all these people with a bunch of, PhD and whatever letters after their names in psychology and psychiatry, and we still cannot quite figure out, so imagine then, especially trying to wrap your head around as a community.
No, he had spiders in his brain. It doesn't matter. Whatever the excuses are, they were just throwing anything. I don't know. Let's drain all his blood. Actually, didn't they save part of his brain?
Yes.
Yes. Because there's a couple of interesting theories that we'll get into here in a second. But here's a little bit of that paranormal aspect that's starting to show up. So according to local legend, leaves fall on all the graves in the cemetery except for Charlie's, and nothing will stay on his portion of the family plot. So nothing grows there. And some attribute this to the community's collective rejection of his spirit. And others say that it proves his crimes were so horrible that his soul was not even welcome in hell.
Whoa.
Has nothing
pretty
to do
damning.
with Torah
that is a bold statement. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate that for him, but that's, yeah.
I mean, he doesn't really deserve
that
much more.
So let's get it. You guys want to get into some theories about why he did this?
Yes.
All right. So here's one that's kind of interesting. It's the head injury theory. And so in the months before the massacre, Charlie suffered a serious head injury while he was working on the farm. He struck himself with a mattock, and a mattock, if you don't know, is a pickaxe-like digging tool. So it's like a pickaxe and a shovel at the same time sort of thing. And so he hit himself while he was digging a ditch. And following the accident, his family members and neighbors noticed disturbing changes in his behavior. They noticed that he had severe headaches and insomnia, and this was reported by his doctor. He became moody and withdrawn, sometimes forgot conversations mid-sentence, so he'd be talking and then be like, the fuck was I just talking about?
Yeah.
And he was described as never really the same after the injury.
Interesting.
So when the newspaper coverage, attributed the murders to sudden insanity, some people are saying that it was due to the head injury.
Yeah, it's definitely up there on lists of possibilities of things that make you do this.
So they did examine his brain, though, after he died during the autopsy. So on the night of December 25th, 26th, the whole night, Dr. Helsbeck performed an autopsy with assistance from Dr. Taylor. who was home for Christmas from an internship at John Hopkins. They removed Charlie's brain and preserved it in formaldehyde. The initial examination noted the brain was relatively small, with a portion of the center underdeveloped and showing low-grade degenerative process.
Ah.
Yeah, there's definitely something not right with his head. Like whether it's the injury or like underdeveloped like brain, there's
something was wrong.
Yeah, right? This is a catalyst for something.
Yeah. So Dr. Taylor took the head back to Johns Hopkins and they couldn't find any significant abnormality. Yeah. But he's also trying to figure out why this guy killed somebody, not just take a whole brain.
Yeah.
But he probably hasn't because the brain's current location is unknown. So he probably stole that brain.
Ooh.
Brain cabinet.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay. Yeah, I was waiting.
Yeah, I was like, you gonna have a brain cabinet?
Nope. Nope.
Okay, good to know.
Frankenstein.
No, you guys don't understand me, so I'm not sharing anymore.
Oh, we morbidly shamed you.
Yep,
we did.
Yep. You shun me, shun my ways,
shun the non-believer.
But it's crazy for us to like really know if that even potentially could have had something damage the frontal cortex, the frontotemporal, any of that. I mean, now we would have to be able to see him alive and be able to use like an MRI and different things that we can do now.
And even then, it'd be like 70%. Like a lot of that would still be guesswork. I'm like, oh, well,
exactly.
Maybe this is a
so I mean,
that's not right.
I mean, we couldn't even see like if it wasn't firing anymore in that area that controls So yeah, so them doing any kind of test is just not going to tell you that much. But I mean, having a smaller brain, I mean, that does tell you something.
Smaller and underdeveloped.
Underdeveloped, yeah.
Yeah. So I think this is the actual theory, and it's the incest theory. So,
yeah.
And it's probably one of the most disturbing ones about Charlie's motive.
Yep.
But this didn't emerge at least emerge publicly until 1990, when authors M. Bruce Jones and Trudy J. Smith, so our boy Trudy from up top, published White Christmas, Bloody Christmas. So the day before the publication, they received a call from Stella Bowles, Charlie's niece, who revealed a secret the family had kept for over 6 decades at the time. Stella claimed she had overheard Fanny's female relatives discussing how Fanny had confined concerns about an incestuous relationship between Charlie and their eldest daughter, Marie. Stella's mother, Jetty, was part of these discussions with the mother. And since Jetty died in early 1928, Fanny had been aware of the abuse for at least 2 years before the murders, which is wild.
Yes.
I have my doubts.
You have your doubts?
Yeah.
How come?
I have my doubts about anything that comes out decades and decades and decades later from a distant relative that finds out a book is coming out. Right there, all my flags are up. Secondly, and not to be like super narrow-minded, but we're talking about like the early 1900s in North Carolina. Like it's not the end of the world. Like there are way worse things going on than people sleeping with their daughters in like their neighborhoods.
Oh yeah,
so,
but I mean, it's still,
I don't know if like an
case.
entire like wiping a family is like what you do to like hide this.
I feel like you have a very poor view of us down here.
No, believe me, the North ain't that much better. It's just different. Like I'm just saying, like it's not.
I don't know
like
anybody that likes this. Most of them don't even speak.
So it's my cynical look at the world. But just pause and look. We are in 2025, right? And we are fighting to get our government, the most official people in the country, to release records of sexual abuse on children. So like it's not like a cultural thing that's been new, like been around for a long time. Like this pushback is new. And like I'm not defending it obviously at all. I'm just saying that like we're talking about people that lived a completely different life, and like things that would set off red flags or be like, oh my God, we have to take care of this. If anyone finds out, my life is over. Like, if anything, also like back then, I feel like a guy just takes care of his wife and then goes and like marries the daughter, and then everyone's quiet about it. Like, I don't know if it's, I don't know.
I mean, I think people definitely would care. I think it could definitely be a motive for him. I can see the mother, Fanny, not doing anything about it, knowing and not doing anything
But that's
about
what I mean. Like, I'm not saying that like
what are you
people
gonna
are like
do?
endorsing it. I'm just saying that like these are open secrets at this time. Like, these are not the only family that this thing happens in. Like, these are things that people are just like, you heard about them? Yep. Okay. Bye. Like, and then no one says anything about it again. And it's like, that's their business. It's also that America back then too is very like, that's not my business.
Oh yeah, 100%. Any domestic, anything.
Yeah, like it's
not my pig, not my farm.
I'm not defending it. It's a horrible act, no matter how you look at it. I'm just saying, as a motive, and the fact that we only find about it so much later, and I feel like there's more motives for the person to want to get in the book and get a little money than the other way around. I don't know. The guy hit himself in the head with an axe. I mean,
that for sure had something to do with it.
Yeah, I'm sure like there's other reasons why that I think are higher on the list than this. That's all.
Right. Yeah, those are my two theories: the head injury, and then
those are my theories.
If the head injury is not it, I would assume that it has to be something that he's ashamed about, whether it's that
some sort of
financial.
Yeah.
Well, even if he's ashamed about that, I just think we're talking about a guy who hit himself in the head, and then people are reporting him acting weird.
After, not so
Yeah,
before,
significant brain
did anybody
damage.
ever say like he was a Dateline great guy that lit up a room before, like pre-head injury?
He was respected amongst the like
Yeah, it was
town
just
and stuff. Like, he was a reputable person for the most part.
hardworking, regular dude, and then hit himself in the head with a pickaxe shovel.
Yeah, I just think that like, especially back then, we have like evidence like maybe the son was kind of distancing himself as he was like, yo, dad's losing it. Like, I don't know what happened after he hit himself, but like, he's up all night. And again, sometimes like the older one is like handling it for the family. You know what I mean? Like, he's not involving the kids.
Yeah.
He's just like, yo, I gotta make sure like these kids are safe. Dad's kind of losing it. Like, making a plan. A little as you know, like dad's already got a plan.
Right. Did you read? I wasn't sure if it was true. I was thinking that I remembered that even Arthur, though, didn't get to live that long.
No, so I got a little bit about Arthur too. So he got married in 1937 and had 4 kids, right? But obviously his mind could never like escape the tragedy because he had PTSD from it and survivor's guilt. And every time he got overcome with the grief, he would reportedly lock himself away and just drink the pain away and just replay the murder over and over in his head. And then he died in a truck accident in 1945. But who's to really say if that wasn't like him committing suicide or if it actually was a truck accident? Because, the weight of being the only survivor of a family annihilation, that would be pretty heavy.
Here's the other thing that, I mean, and this is complete conjecture out of left field, like just playing with the facts. This happened to him. He's got this huge trauma. He now is matured, has a family. What if he started being worried that like he was going to do the same thing?
Oh, start to lose it, like as he's got his
or
own
maybe
family.
He was like, maybe
Yeah.
Drinking, he's just so worried about everything. Like, this is what happened to my dad. It's the same thing's going to happen to me. I'm just saying.
Or no seatbelts, and he just
that shit.
I bet you he was like hammered too when he got in that car accident, that truck
Yeah,
accident.
road beers were like normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You could do that in Montana up to like a couple of years ago.
What?
So
Yeah.
Insane.
While driving 85.
No wonder I
It's like
job
85
up
is like
there.
the base.
I don't understand it.
Freaking Montana hospital keeps me so busy.
Yo, Montana is lawless.
The rules we set are wild.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Am I wrong? Like, you're allowed, a couple of years ago, you were allowed to like drink and drive openly. And no one is like, hey, maybe we should start like taking alcohol a little bit more seriously. Yeah, it's fun and all that, but like maybe we should start re-educating people that they don't need like a 16 pack to the head just to have a good time.
Less is more.
Yeah, but we're just, I don't know. I live in an alcohol town, so I'm just surrounded.
That's all there is to do here is drink, shoot guns, and gamble.
That's why I'm grateful for my bougie alcohol taste that I'm too lazy to make at my house, because otherwise I could be in trouble.
You guys want to talk about some paranormal activities?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So we didn't really touch on the fact that like after people were walking in collecting the blood, like they decided that this was like a moneymaker and left this place open. So like for years, people have been coming in and out. So like just digging in that scar, that paranormal energy and negativeness.
So the TB Night Funeral Parlor in Madison becomes like a huge paranormal hotspot, and because that's where all 8 Lawson bodies were embalmed on Christmas night, and it's become just a huge thing. So now operating as the Madison Dry Goods and Country Store, so it's like a cute little country store boutique type thing.
Get your sundries.
Pretty much. The building houses a free museum dedicated to the massacre and has just accumulated so many ghost stories over the years. Here's a couple of them. So the most frequently reported phenomenon is a little girl in white, and it's believed to either be Carrie, age 12, or Mabel, age 7.
Well, Mabel would have told you. Mabel would have stand up and be like,
I'm Mabel. With little baby Lincoln.
That's all she does. Yeah, her.
Wow,
like, this guy, he's really mad.
Hey, Mabel, if you would have ran faster.
I don't know that baby Lincoln will be out for this episode.
Well,
great.
They'll find out later.
They'll find out later. Yeah.
Inside joke loading.
Yep. They're like, what is baby Lincoln?
And then one day they'll be like baby Lincoln merch, and then they'll be like, oh,
it all makes sense now.
Callback.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeremy.
Yeah, thanks, Jeremy. Bringing us back to reality.
So, Ghost Kids. At least 4 people have seen her over the years, right? One visitor asked the owner, Richard Miller, if my daughter was here working with me after apparently seeing the girl looking out of a window. And then a young boy 3 years ago grabbed his dad's arm and said, I'm not going up there. There's a little girl standing there. It's terrifying.
Oh, when kids do it, it's ultra terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's more than likely real. Like, for real. They're seeing it.
Here's the other thing, though, speaking on children. Multiple children refuse to go down certain hallways in this dry goods store. They're like, no, I'm not doing it. Absolutely not.
Great.
Kids know, man.
Yeah, kids and the dogs, they know.
These some weird things too, man.
Yeah, so they've got, the typical objects moving on their own, unexplained footsteps, cold spots, sounds of children playing, and that's terrifying. No, I will move anywhere to not be there.
I want to check it out. Let's go. I'm not living there, but I'll check it out.
So I got a question. What's a hoser cabinet or hosiery cabinet or whatever the fuck?
Oh, I have one of those.
Yeah, what
you
is
know
that?
what it is. You've seen it. I don't know how to explain it without having to
like
take
a big
of mine. But they're big, and so like it's got like the enamel table part of it. I mean, it's only like this. Well, like this deep.
Okay.
And then, but it's tall, so you've got glass cabinets where you'd store maybe your glasses, whatever. But then, and some of them have the flour sifter built in.
Oh.
And then it's got a cabinets, of course, underneath as well.
Well, apparently one of those cabinets was turned over and laying in the wrong direction.
Oh, because they're heavy.
Yeah.
Trust me, mine has not moved since it got here, and it probably will never.
Well, good thing you don't have a ghost, because it would probably flip it over.
I do, and they better not.
True that. Just keep playing with the spoons, Jin's ghost.
Yeah, just keep spoons and light objects. That's okay. Chasing me up basement stairs. That's it.
So if you want to see Madison Dry Goods, you can watch Netflix's 28 Days Haunted. They did a huge like feature on it. So it's like a 28-day ghost adventure hunting thing. And they've got like a psychic medium and all this whole crazy stuff. But yeah, so they talk about like literally everything that happened with the murders, and yeah, it's an interesting watch.
That is
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of backstory about like the Lawson family murders also, but then it just like starts doing like paranormal activity stuff. So it's super cheesy.
I want to do a paranormal investigation with a psychic.
I do too. I think that would be super cool.
Honestly, if there's a psychic out there and they want to just come on the show,
I still want the psychic. Yes,
for sure.
I'm desperate. Is their house, the family, any parts of the farm still stand?
I think it does.
I think it does. Yeah.
Renovated and stuff too, though. Like it's been updated.
Ooh. So see, that's interesting. I'm like, so do we get to choose then? Because I don't know that the place where I was embalmed is where I would choose to haunt.
Yeah, no.
That makes me like worried that we don't get to choose.
I don't know. Like that's a weird situation too. Like, is it like you would think it'd be where you died, not where like your body's nothing at that point?
Yeah, because it's over at that point. That's why I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate.
Because if you imagine if everybody haunted where they're embalmed, I gotta imagine like funeral homes just would like have thousands and thousands of ghosts just hanging out like on top of each other.
That's why I have the theory like funeral homes and cemeteries are the quietest place. You'll never find ghosts in those places because they're where they died. No one dies in a cemetery.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Well,
that would be too easy.
Very few.
True. So speaking of the cemetery where they're all buried is also got its own little paranormal folklore. And I've seen people do this before, and I'm sure you guys have. So like you'll go to a cemetery and you'll put like baby powder on your car to see if like you see like ghost handprints.
I mean, I know people have done it. I have never done it.
I've never done it, but yeah, I've seen it, like YouTube videos and stuff like that.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. So this local resident, Sonia Cox, went to the cemetery around 10 p.m. with some family and friends to do this little local legend thing. And she said that her camera that she took, her really nice DSLR camera, started malfunctioning. So then she switched to like her phone camera, and her photos showed static images, completely white or black exposures when she took pictures, strange orbs, and a huge handprint in the baby powder on the car, like bigger than anybody's that was there.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So later on,
same time.
Yeah,
no.
Right.
No, you got Mr. Lawson.
Mr. Lawson, yeah. So one of the most disturbing things that Cox described as an image leaning up against a tree looking right back at us that some have seen and thought looked very demonic. And she described what she captured as evil and refuses to return to the cemetery after dark because of this. And the photo is displayed at the dry goods store.
I feel a challenge coming on.
So you guys want to go to Madison Dry Goods, and
it sounds like we need to do.
Yeah. So
where is this at?
It's in North Carolina, Madison.
Well, I know that. Madison, North Carolina. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I do need to go back home.
I'll do it. Let's go.
Yeah, that's the Lawson family murders. Good old slashing through the woods for this festive season.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
like
in
2.5 hours for me.
How long?
2.5.
Oh, not bad at all.
Ah.
I think you should go and report back.
Yeah, and don't get possessed.
No.
Try so hard not to.
No, this was the perfect episode for like everyone going now in a couple of days. They're gonna be sitting down with their families and you know, talking about all the things we've done this year and the politics, and no one's gonna fight and everyone's gonna love each other. It's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah, you should probably ask your family if they've recently suffered any head injuries.
Yep. And smile. Remember to smile.
Oh, yeah. And if you get a bunch of new clothes and then they start asking you to do family photos, don't do it. Say you got to go to the store.
Yeah.
Oh, now you just started a bunch of fights because there's moms everywhere. They're like, I just want to take a picture of you in your sweater.
And I'd be like, well, I didn't want to get murdered, so.
It's the perfect cop out.
No, 100%.
It is.
100%.
It is.
Like I just listened to a podcast episode where they took a family photo and then everybody died. So obviously I can't be part of family photos this year.
Blame
So-
it on
No.
us. Perfect. There
Yeah.
you go.
I'll
Mm.
take that
That's the only
smoke.
way to do it. Yep.
Me and old Chris
man.
Kringle
Yep.
rub him for good luck.
Leave him some cookies. Well,
I have so much glitter all over me.
oh no, glitter's the worst.
It's the herpes of the craft world.
Yeah, it's not cool.
I have no
I'd
glitter.
rather have sequins.
Yeah, they are good. This is a well-made sweater. I gotta tell you, it's
I wish people
3D.
could see
Sweater, man.
that.
I mean, it
Yeah,
is
farmer's
3D and
sweater.
everything. This
We'll put
bear,
clips
it
up.
looks
I'll make
If
good.
you guys
I get some
want to
sweaters.
see their sweaters and their Christmas outfits, then you need to tune in for our live stream.
That is
You
true.
Said it
You're
first. I was gonna
horrible
say
at
it.
plugging.
Where
I was
would
getting
be
ready to
wanting
say
this
it.
again.
Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow it will be December 23rd. We will be doing a live episode. We're going to kind of be doing Christmas traditions, like alternative and older traditions. Belschnickel, Krampus,
Father
giant,
Whipper.
some giant cat. Yeah, there's a bunch.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. It'll be cool. So wear your Christmas
Yeah.
bests. Come hang
Yeah.
out with us.
Wow.
I love not having sleeves on a Christmas sweater.
Yeah. It suits you. I mean that in all sincerity.
It feels right.
It
It's
does.
even got
It
a little
looks-
drink
it looks
holder. I
good.
can put it in the gingerbread house.
What?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yep.
Please go
Also,
get this.
we will be having our own individual cocktails, Christmas cocktails for the live stream. We're going to have some recipes. So if you want to make them along with us and tell us what you think, maybe we'll have a competition of who made the best cocktail.
ooh.
Ooh.
I don't know.
It
Don't
sounds
drink too many. That's all I'm going to say. We just said
Yeah.
drink responsibly.
Yes, correct.
Last thing I want to throw out there, we do now have a buy me a coffee. So if you want to buy us a cup of coffee, we would appreciate it. Buy me a cup of coffee.com/SSOS pod. If you want to help
Show some
me
support.
and my caffeine addiction.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll have cups of coffee and not cups of blood.
That would be.
Please help Lee
helpful.
have cups of coffee and not cups of
Help.
blood.
all of us, so that we
Big-
never talk about this again.
For the betterment of everybody. All right, y'all. Stay curious. Stay strange. Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Thank you for listening. If you would like to join us as a guest, suggest a topic, or have a story you want us to share, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at ssospodcast@gmail.com. For more behind-the-scenes updates and exclusive insights about SSOS, make sure to follow us on social media. And don't miss out on the fun. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you for listening to the Secret Society of Strangers podcast. This show is an independent production, researched and crafted by our passionate team. But we couldn't do it without all of you. We truly appreciate your support. Embrace the unknown, for not all secrets are meant to be kept. Farewell, strangers.